It's Saturday night. You're watching the Delco Duo on PHL 17. I'm one half of the Delco Duo, Monica Cryan.
And I am Jenna Meisner. Doesn't that music just put you in the mood? You know it's Delco Duo time.
Who knew?
Stretch it out. Get ready to solve some issues.
Music could get you so pumped up, but I hear that music and I'm like, da, 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 da. It's good.
I don't think it sounds like that at all.
That's what I hear. Are we listening to the same song? That's not what I hear. Wait, that's crazy. I think we're interpreting this music totally different.
Either way, it's a bop, it's a jam, and you know it is Delco Duo time. That is when you at home, you submit your issues to us, we talk all about them, we give you our best advice, or we agree, disagree with you, kind of just tell you what we think about the issue, and then we offer up a problem of our own towards the end of the show.
All right. But you are getting ready for the EAGLES Eagles.
Oh, yeah, baby. Big game tomorrow night. So everyone is going to be all eyes on the link as we take on Dallas. Boo.
I mean, there is like no denying that when Philly sports are doing well, the whole city's in a better mood.
Yes, but we have to stay in that good mood.
We got to stay in the good mood, everybody. Stay in this good mood.
I have a good feeling. And this is my mom's, actually, her original sweatshirt from whenever she was younger.
That's so vintage.
This is vintage.
That's so fetch.
So fetch.
That is actually a really cool sweatshirt. The Kelly green is obviously, I think, every Philly person's favorite green for the Eagles. Yeah.
I would like to put that out there.
I did the midnight green. I like it.
I like the all black, too.
Yeah, it's cool, but that's just
iconic.
Iconic. Exactly.
All right, well, we're talking about my fashion right now, but let's get to the debrief.
So nice. We were actually asked to upgrade our resumes, and we now can include model on our resumes.
Otherwise known as modeling, runway, walkers.
Look at this.
Here's some video from the 24th annual Girls Night Out fundraiser in Delaware County. Of course, the Delco Duo at the Springfield Country Club. Monica opened up the fashion show benefit.
My favorite place to go when we're talking benefits, funerals, weddings, all of the above. Springfield Country Club.
You can do it all there. There's my mom and I. Shout out to my mom, Lynn. We did a mother-daughter portion of the fashion show. But benefits, great cause, women with cancer in Delaware County.
Yeah,
so all the money went to an amazing cause. But I mean, it was a thrill to walk the runway. I think I might give up this career.
Look, does it not look like I'm having an amazing time?
Show off
so
that
at this
belt.
point, the woman introduced me, goes, show off the belt. So obviously,
I've never seen that kind of wide-legged, slow crawl down a runway before.
I don't think anybody had. Look at those people. They're not necessarily like laughing about what I was doing.
They're not sure what they're watching. They're like, is this a charity event or am I at a go-go dancer club? I don't know. I don't know which one it is.
Both. A little bit of both always with me.
You gotta spice it up.
We had so much fun. Thanks for inviting us. Girls' Night Out, there were a ton of women there. It was great to see. And I really did feel like it was a night out. All the men were like the helpers. I was like, this is my jam.
They had on tuxes with the pink bow ties, like little butlers. They're like, what can I get you, ma'am?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I was like,
girl power.
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
Absolutely love that type of dynamic. So much fun. Thanks so much. That's a fun debrief, but we got to get to our first topic now. First topic, Russ from Rose Valley. Maybe we should talk about gym equipment that we trash pick, buy, and never use. It's pretty frustrating.
Russ,
what are you doing?
What's going on? Are you trash picking gym equipment? Is that a normal occurrence?
I've never trash picked gym equipment. I have trash picked furniture.
What kind of furniture?
End tables.
Never like a couch, though?
Never a couch, no.
A mattress?
Outdoor furniture is the best to trash pick.
So what is the art of trash picking? I've never trash picked, so I need, do you drive slowly? How do you know that it's in good condition?
So this is a really good trick. Down the shore, Avalon, Sea Isle, Ocean City, a lot of times you'll have people before the season gets going, they get new furniture for the new season, and they'll put out their old furniture, like just on the sidewalk to get, thrown away.
Does it have to have the sign that says free or pick up, or?
If it's outdoors, it's free game. Not on someone's lawn. I am talking on the sidewalk where they pick
You're
up.
encouraging outdoor furniture if it's outside to take it and it's yours. That's basically what you're telling people.
No. But you're getting some real nice furniture there for like the people with, the monies.
Yep.
All of a sudden they're like, I don't like this furniture now.
It's 1 year old. I need a new one.
Yes, it's been through a beating this past summer as we holidayed. And then they just put out all their outdoor furniture. So I'll drive around the shore and I'm just like, I'll take this end
There's
table.
nothing wrong with saving $1 if it's
Yeah.
in good condition. I just can't picture Russ trash picking gym equipment. One, it's so heavy. Two, I feel like, I'm thinking of like big gym equipment, I guess. I mean, maybe if you're taking a few dumbbells or...
Dumbbells.
But those things are expensive. I know my brother-in-law has tried to sell them before on the Facebook Marketplace, and like, you don't want to give those things away for free.
No, exactly. So that's why I'm like, Ross, if you can find it, find it. Who cares if you... He says, buy and then never use. It's pretty frustrating. Who cares if you never use it? You didn't pay for it.
Who's it frustrating to, Rush? Are you frustrated that you have trash-picked gym equipment or bought gym equipment and you didn't use it? Are you frustrated at yourself? Is it your family? Is it your significant other?
But
it's pretty frustrating.
I've never come across gym equipment out on the side of the road.
I haven't either.
If I did, I'm going for it.
What is the
Even if I don't
dumbest
use
piece
it.
of gym equipment you've ever purchased?
Oh. Like one of those rollers, those back rollers.
Oh, those are supposed to be good for you, though.
I know, but I never get a good crack. I'm constantly like,
Yeah.
and nothing ever cracks. I got the bands. I love the bands. I have dumbbells. I like that. I've got a Peloton, and that's it.
So I bought Tate for his birthday. This was like prime pandemic when everyone was trying to get workout equipment at home. I bought him a gorilla bow.
What's that?
You gotta Google it. So it basically looks like a Katniss Everdeen, what are those things called? Like archery bow?
Yeah.
So you get different colored bands with it, and,
and then you're
they're
like-
some are really tight, some are loose,
yeah.
so like the resistance changes.
Yes.
And you put them into the thing, like you can literally hold it this way and you can work out your arm this way.
Tate is Katniss Everdeen?
You can stand on it and you can pull it
Oh
up
my
like
God.
this, like that.
Does he use it?
He used it. He claims he used it because they're pretty expensive. If you look it up online, you'll know what I'm talking about. He claims he used it, and then it broke. It mysteriously broke.
One time it's a workout die. It's like a...
And it tells you what to do?
Yeah, and
My mom has one of those.
Yeah, you throw it and it'll be like 10 push-ups. I used that twice.
And
I
then
was
you
like, I'm not
told
doing
people
that.
you had a personal trainer.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, my personal trainer won't let up on the push-ups.
Old school. Did you have, when you were younger...
The roller?
The roller.
People still have those, and those are those give you abs, but they're
Oh,
hard.
you couldn't laugh for days. It hurts so
All right,
bad.
Ross, you get yours. Trash pick that gym equipment, and just
Nothing
use
wrong.
it. You don't have to be frustrated. Just use it at your own pace.
Once a year. Okay, this is a cool topic that's coming up next because we're going to talk about first dates and like some of the worst you've ever had. Stay with
right.
us. And welcome back to the Delco Duo. Just a reminder, you submit your problems to us via email, via Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, but you will remain completely anonymous.
Mail us an issue if you'd like snail mail.
We have not received anything via mail, snail mail.
Because we never give it as an option, so
Okay.
that's an option.
If you want, but it might take a while.
Airplane with like one of those, like at the shore. You want to put the tailing advertisement.
Delco Duo. My
Anyway,
girlfriend stinks.
Bird carrier, we don't care.
Okay.
All right.
So the next issue that we have is Claire from Clifton Heights. I recently went on a first date with a guy whom I met through a dating app. He took me to an upscale restaurant, was very handsome, but he talked about himself the entire time, came off as arrogant and full of himself. He was also very rude to the waiter. But all of this was tip of the iceberg. When it came time to pay the bill, his credit card was declined. I picked up the entire bill and instructed him to never contact me again.
But it only gets worse from there. And then I started to walk off, but something inside me made me stop in my tracks, turn around, and walk briskly back to where he was, in my high heels no less. I then took a sip of wine that was still in my glass to calm my nerves, made direct eye contact with him, and after a few seconds of complete silence, Whop!
Whop.
I slapped his face and then walked off. I felt so much better after that. Claire let it loose. She gave us every detail.
She did.
Of this date. So we have a ton to unpack.
We do, because we can take it line by line. Number one thing, I'm going to get super just kind of self-righteous here. Don't ever slap anybody. Mm-hmm. Claire, I understand it was a bad date. You're upset. That stinks. I feel bad for you, Claire.
Especially a stranger.
Never slap anyone.
I mean, like, don't slap anyone, but like this stranger, you don't know what they're gonna do.
He was not aggressive to you in any way.
And he might turn aggressive real quick.
Yeah, and to a certain point, you started it. Just because it's a woman and a man, you're the woman, doesn't mean you can slap them.
No, I agree. Violence is not the answer,
No.
Claire. Tisk, tisk.
Tisk, tisk, Claire, but sounds like an awful date.
This is a terrible date. I think one of a huge indicator of how a person is, like their personality and what they stand for and what they believe in, is how they treat people in the service industry.
Yes.
If you're rude to a waiter, that to me is such a red flag that even if all the other stuff didn't happen, we're not going on another date. Exactly.
And that's all you had to do is just, never contact me again. We're done. So the other thing I can say is, being mean to the waiter is a definite red flag. I wouldn't necessarily say a first date where they talk only about themselves is a red flag. I sometimes think you need to give that person a second chance. A lot of times you don't realize how nervous these people are on a first date.
Okay.
So they initially just start talking about themselves. That's all I'm saying.
It depends. Like, did he ask So any questions about you? What do you do for work? What do you like to do in your spare time? I mean, I'm sure they texted about all this stuff beforehand if they met on a dating app. But if someone's so full of themselves that they can't, she says that he was full of himself.
Right. But what I'm saying is
I know what I get what you're saying.
He might have been really, really nervous and was just trying to, come across as confident and then he came across as arrogant. So if Claire's story ended with he was super arrogant and talked only about himself, I told him never to contact me again, that's not right. I think you got to give maybe him a second chance. You said he's a good-looking dude. Why don't you give him there's not that many of them out there. Why don't you give him a second chance? But then it goes on to say he was rude to the waiter. Done. Deal breaker.
Yeah. Then we get to the credit card part of this whole thing. So he offers his credit card, and it was declined. So Claire then picks up the bill. Which, do we think he knew that his credit card was going to be declined?
I don't know. It depends on how young you are. I mean, Eugene took me out on a date, and he wasn't sure he was going to be able. This is what I felt bad about this, because we were on a date in college, and I never offered to help pay. I mean, none of us had any money at the time, and Eugene took me on a date, and he remembers feeling super nervous that he wasn't going to have enough money. Mm-hmm. If his credit card was declined, who am I to judge him? We were college kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even out of college, everybody is living paycheck to paycheck at this point.
It's tough times. That is for sure.
I wouldn't necessarily judge someone on that, and if you have to pay for it that one time, if you continue to go out on a date and then all of a sudden you pay for everything every single time,
then it's a problem.
Then it's a problem. But
yeah, at that point you just have to say no big deal, because they're probably already embarrassed enough. Let me pick this one up. And again, if you go on another date, like you said, and it keeps happening, then it's a problem. But I also don't think that men need to pay for every date. I think that's such an outdated, antiquated way to
it really
date.
Is.
I understand a first date, you think of those stereotypes and you still feel that pressure of okay, but my mom always said, if you're going on a date, at least even if you don't think you're going to pay, grab your purse and look like you're going to pay, and then they'll either say, okay, let's split it, or I got this.
The new way is whoever initiated the date. So if the guy asks you on a date, then he can pay. If you've asked a guy on a date, then you pay. That's kind of in the very beginning, that's who's paying. And then as things get going, I mean, at a certain point in Eugene and I's relationship, we were splitting it half and half because we had
it's penny to penny. I will say that Claire did follow up with another email to me after this email, and she said she didn't want me to think that was her character, and she's not a violent person, and she just had an outburst. I think Claire just had a moment.
And needed to get...
You're lucky no one pressed charges, though.
Whop.
All right, coming up next, we have one of our own issues to bring to you on this episode of the Delco Duo. You're not going to want to miss it.
No, I'm embarrassed.
Someone gets a little confused.
All right, and welcome back to the Delco Duo. We've somewhat solved 2 problems. Now,
say that every week.
Every time. Because I'm like, did we?
We did.
We did.
We're doing the Lord's work.
I really do think the last 2 we kind of really helped out our peeps. So the next topic is one of our own. Let's see who had a problem this week.
What's Monica crying about?
It's my party. I'm going to cry if I want to.
It's not your party.
Okay.
It was your baby's party.
Yes. So my 1-year-old had his first birthday, and we decided to really do it up. We didn't have a birthday party for Joe this year, so we're like, let's really do it up for the first birthday because all of our birthdays in my family are summer. We are so summer heavy. We've got May, June, July, August.
Oh, wow.
Everybody celebrates within those 4 months. So the fact that my son was born in fall, I just got like really excited.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to do like a fall birthday party.
And you did a fall birthday. I mean, we're talking straw, we're talking leaves.
Look at it in his flannel.
Oh, he looks so cute in that picture.
He's got little icing. So there you can see.
That's when he was
cupcakes.
awake and happy.
Yes, because he slept for a good portion of his party. And definitely was feeling the pressure of the birthday boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, he went down for a nap and woke up to a house full of people. He was,
Exactly.
I would not be happy either.
And he was not happy about it. So he wakes up and is in kind of a crappy mood. But anyway, here's the cupcake story. This is just quintessential craziness, throwing together a party, and I ordered cupcakes at Giant. And you know, I remember.
I want to Google how many Giants are in Delaware County.
Exactly. So I drive home by this Giant every day.
Mm-hmm.
So
I pass it too. I know which one you're talking about.
I'm like, I'm going to stop. I'm going to order my cupcakes. I love Giant cupcakes. I think they're so good. I go in and I said, I want it in a pumpkin shape. You know, pumpkin colored
like
pumpkin
pull
shape.
apart cake, kind of.
Yes.
Like those are kind of really in right
They're
now.
so
Instead of getting
cute.
the full cake, yeah.
I'm so excited. The woman was so helpful at Giant. She's like, what do you want? You want this? Do you want that? And I'm thinking, this is going to turn out so cute. I go home and I tell Eugene, I ordered cupcakes on Saturday. You have to pick them up at noon at this Giant in Havertown. I think it was the Havertown one. And we get to the party. Not to the party, but it's noon on Saturday. And he's at the grocery store. And he calls me and he goes, they don't have them. They must not have made them. And he said that, you know, the woman in the back doesn't have any order. And I'm like, I know I ordered it, and I know I put it in for this time. They should have it. And he goes, Mom, they don't have it. What do you want me to do? I said, fine, just get 20 cupcakes and bring them home. So he does. I'm so sad because they're nice cupcakes.
You had a vision.
But I had a vision.
Yep.
And it wasn't my vision. I was upset. And I had a theme, and the theme was pumpkin because our little pumpkin turned 1. So then I'm sitting there with my mom and I'm talking to her and she's like, Mom, you have a lot on your plate. I think you have the wrong Giant. And I'm like, no, it was the Giant on the way home. I don't pass any other Giant other than this one. She goes, I think you might have gone to another Giant and you're just confused. And I'm like, there's no way. So then Eugene calls the other Giant that we always go to, the one in Broomall. This is what happens
They've got
in
to be a
Delco.
matter of like 10 minutes from each other.
You got Springfield, Broomall, and Havertown, and I was confused
Edgemont,
about which one. Yeah,
Westchester.
honestly,
They're
Like,
everywhere.
How are you supposed to keep them, in one place?
How do you keep your Giants straight?
How do you keep your Giants
oh my
straight?
Gosh. So where were they?
They were at the Giant in Broomall. They did an amazing job. I'm so sorry to the Havertown Giant who I made feel like I was like, I know they're there, and
How did you do that? How did you?
I don't understand.
Did you have visions of yourself going into the Havertown Giant?
Yes, I was even thinking there's a different layout, and I'm positive I went to the one with the bakery on this side, not on that side. This is how chaotic I was before this party. I was
So
like getting the Giants mixed
You
up.
have like twice the amount of cupcakes you'd ever need right now.
I have so many cupcakes.
You brought them in here. I don't know. I think they're upstairs.
I brought 12.
Trying to pawn them off on everyone.
I am. I tried to pawn them off on my guests. As guests were leaving, I was like, "Do you want cupcakes?
Take a cupcake.
Take cupcakes." We had cupcakes left over from the big thing. We had cupcakes left over from our second round. But, not a bad problem to have. We had so much fun at the party. It turned out great.
The problem solved itself. It's just now an annoying story for your husband who had to...
Have you ever done that before? Totally, no.
Ordered something at one Giant and went to the other one?
But there's people have those stories. I'm sure.
I went to Home Goods and Slippers one time, but that's about the extent of my problem.
Getting your stores mixed up or... No?
I know. I don't really order things from Giant. I know now that grocery store pickup is
I don't mean specifically Giant.
I know, but
just
I'm thinking of Giant now.
Yeah.
But I know grocery store pickup's so in now, but I still like to go to the store and go through the aisles and pick everything. But if I did do grocery store pickup, I don't think I would do that.
But, or order takeout from a restaurant and then you ordered it from the wrong one. You know what I mean? We've got Primos.
I could
you know
see
what I mean? You order.
I've never done it, but I don't want to. I don't want to do it.
There's been a time where I think I ordered Chipotle on the menu, and there's 2 in Springfield.
You gotta check that.
So then I totally forgot which one.
Gotta check that location.
It's devastating.
Seems like a problem that you have often.
That's me, man.
It's a you problem.
That's a me. All right. Please tell me it's not a me problem. Email me, Delco Duo at phl17.com. Please tell me you've done something like this before. Make me feel better.
All right, favorite time of the show, Delco Trivia. Here's the question. Where is one of the oldest log cabins in America located?
I know.
Oh, you do?
I did a Monica Marbles on this.
Oh.
We'll talk about it. So where is one of the oldest log cabins in America located?
You already know the answer.
I do. I did a Monica Marbles. We'll touch on that. But the answer is in Drexel Hill along the Darby Creek Road.
The Lower Swedish Cabin.
Lower Swedish Cabin. And
kind
this
of a mouthful.
Once you go, because you can go and visit, it's on a beautiful trail. So Monica Marvels was a segment that I had done about historical landmarks.
Our local historian.
I love local history. And it really, once you're there, you start to kind of get sent
into
back
the
in
mindset.
time. Yeah. I mean, these people, because they use the creek as their way of getting to
there
places.
That's amazing, the condition it's in, and it dates back to the 1640s, and it's it's the only remaining log cabin of its kind built by the Swedish settlers, but I'm trying to say I think some people are saying it's one of the only, and some people say it is the only.
Yes.
That's what I mean. That's what I was trying to get out.
No, it is tough because, there's other people who dispute it,
yes,
but
that's
in reality,
it could potentially be the only one.
It's amazing.
So what's inside? Can you go in?
Yeah, you can go in. Not a lot because they lived so minimally back then. They have a fireplace,
and dirt
sadly
floor.
enough, it's 2 rooms, and the one room was an addition later. You think.
Yeah.
You can only imagine how small this thing was. Then they put multi-families into it. And they had the mom and dad and then the other kids and then their kids. And you're just how many people must have lived in that house at one point?
And how they lived that way.
I don't know.
I mean, it's really cool, though, that you can go see it. I mean, it's in Delaware County, one of the oldest log cabins in America.
Go see it. It's really
so
cool.
All right. As always, thank you so much for listening to us for the last half hour, watching us as well. As always, you can also submit your issues.
Delco Duo at phl17.com. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
We're on all the social
medias.
Go Birds. Yes, go Eagles.
Go Birds.
Have a great rest of your Saturday night.
Beat the boys.